Another thing that infuriates fans, while I'm on a roll, are head coaches who make decisions based on percentages and playing percentages and whatever. Maybe somebody who's got the percentages and they get in the coach's ear and say, go for it, don't go for it, that sort of stuff. And I understand, your chances of winning a game by going for it here and kicking a field goal there are different percentages, and then you add those percentages together and it adds up to wins, and I get it. But what Brandon Staley, who is Mr. going for it on fourth down in many different ways, last year we saw with the LA Chargers, this one was a total head scratcher. I know you want to, and your offense needs 1 yard to win the game. So what would you rather do? Get 1 yard to win the game or kick the ball away to a team that has no timeouts left and make them go 40, 50 yards, right, to try and kick a field goal to win the game? Or do you run the risk of just giving them the ball on the cusp of field goal range on the spot? And Brandon Staley said, go for it. Called a timeout, too. Took it all the way down to a minute 14 to go. And I thought you're just going to call a timeout and punt the ball away and see if this Browns offense that was very run heavy, and then on occasion Amari Cooper would show up, put it on Jacoby Brissett to go 40, 50 yards for their young kicker, Cade York, to try and win the game. And instead they went for it. Don't get it. Browns gain 10 yards and then send Cade York out for a 54-yard field goal. Prior to which, Keenan Allen of the Chargers gave all of us voice to what was happening. Allen, who's out still injured, tweeted out, WTF are we doing? Right at the moment in time, one of the leaders of this team, one of the most tenured Chargers, feeling compelled to tweet out a second guess of his coach while he's not playing. Man, that's a 21st century moment, right?
It's still up there. He's not taking it down.
I don't know. Would Jerry Kramer have tweeted this out if there was Twitter back in the 60s? I don't know. Hey, Vince, what are we doing?
Maybe.
It's the 21st century, and players have their own platform. It's called their Twitter accounts or whatever account they have online, and Keenan Allen gave all of us voice, and I don't know how many times I've ever said this. This could be the first. I know I kind of said it moments ago, teasing this segment, going to break, but how many times can you call a Chargers head coach lucky? Usually you're one of the most unlucky coaches ever, because strange things happen to the Chargers, and Staley watched York miss the field goal. After the game, he had this to say of his decision.
You know where I stand on that, and we believe in our process. We believe in our players on both sides, and we were coming out here on the road to win this game, not kick it and then go hope to win. I believed our defense would get a stop if we didn't make it, because I knew that we could cover them. And so you got to live with it when it doesn't go down. We went for it on the first drive, and it didn't go down, and we're willing to live with that. But we know what that means to our group, and playing that way, there's no way I was taking our offense out of the field at the end of the game.
First of all, I preface this by saying I love this guy. He's been a friend of the program. He calls in. He offered me his parking spot, which I have yet to take because I'm just modest.
Well, you asked. Did he offer? I don't remember that.
That's true. I did ask.
You asked.
Yeah, that's an important important note.
Rich, don't get what you don't ask for.
I think I asked that of also Stafford.
I mean?
I just wanted that parking. This is before they built a new structure where I have a very nice parking spot across from SoFi.
You were just trying to get in where you fit in.
Yeah, I just want to make sure,
that.
just in case the network wasn't going to take care of me with my own terrific parking spot. That said, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Because if you think your defense is going to get a stop so you can just at least try and win it on the spot with your offense, then you punt it, and your defense then has 40 or more yards of a cushion to stop this team. Then you're going to get a stop, then you take the best possible opportunity, which is to give a team with no timeouts left and no big playability outside of what? Nick Chubb breaking one,
right.
or Kareem Hunt.
Pretty much,
you blow an assignment on a wheel route, or Amari Cooper can somehow get free despite a safety, no doubt, shaded over to help. I don't know. I'm not the play caller. As Tom Brady said, I don't throw the flags. I don't call the plays either. But to me, this is just, again, it's just the latest example of coaches not coaching the way that I've seen the game coached my entire life. I'm 53. And I totally get the aggressive stuff. Hey, second quarter, third quarter, go for it here. And I even liked the fact that Zach Taylor went for it on fourth down last night inside the red zone despite kicking. If you kicked the field goal, then later on, eventually Justin Tucker's field goal wouldn't have won it. You'd have an opportunity maybe to have been up more. Certainly, if you scored the touchdown there, you're taking Justin Tucker out of the game entirely. I get it. I just didn't like the play call at all. I didn't like the dipsy-do on second down. I didn't like that, shovel pass on fourth down. I didn't like the play call at all out of Cincinnati last night.
No.
But I just don't get it. I come away scratching my head, and I'm concerned for the Chargers. I'm concerned for the Chargers if Keenan Allen is compelled to tweet out and has no problem hitting send on second-guessing his coach in front of the whole damn country. Going for it on 4th and 2, pardon me, with a minute to go. I mean, the kid strolled out there, York, from 54 yards out, and he just missed it wide right. And then you go fly home. At 2-3. They're lucky to be 3-2. Very lucky to be 3-2. We'll see how this does play out. We'll see how this does play out. Do some of the guys in that locker room love him for that aggressiveness? I don't know if Keenan Allen did. And he's a guy I imagine a lot of players listen to in that locker room.